Starseed homecoming, remembering origin, embodying mission, opening prosperity. Quantum opening. A silver thread runs through the center of your life, bright before birth and lucid beyond time. That thread hums the memory of origin and the exact tone of mission. Each breath touches the thread, and the thread answers with warmth. The field around your body reads your coherence and organizes in your favor. Destiny ceases to be a chase and becomes a choreography. The mind bends in reverence. The heart steps forward as a living temple. The body agrees to be a lighthouse. Home is not only a place among the stars. Home is the state of luminous alignment that you carry everywhere. Section 1. Deep Gaze, Myth of Return and the Council of Archetypes. The story begins with a traveler who crosses vast seas of sky. In the beginning, there is only music, then light, then form, and finally the tender density of a human body. The traveler remembers the assignment only in fragments at first, a melody in childhood that arrives without a source, a pull toward service that makes no worldly sense, an ache in the chest each time beauty appears. The fragments gather and call for a vow, not a vow of burden, a vow of joyful responsibility. Archetypes awaken as a round table in the ribcage. The navigator hunter charts maps of meaning and keeps the star of purpose visible during fog. The alchemist converts confusion into curriculum, pain into presence, history into gold. The healer honors tenderness without fusing with it, brings touch that dignifies and words that clean. The builder deis loves structure and sequence, turns vision into pathways and pathways into communities. The messenger Keiyoso, NSA carries frequency in voice and gaze, speaks with clarity that invites consent. The guardian holds boundaries as living gates, opens what nourishes, closes what depletes. The soul does not seek permission to be itself. The soul grants reality the privilege of meeting it. Purpose is not a task list. Purpose is a tone that infuses tasks with coherence. When the tone stabilizes, relationships become rivers that exchange water rather than holes that leak it. Money becomes conversation rather than verdict. Time becomes ally rather than cage. The traveler returns home by inhabiting the tone of home now. The myth of return carries a quiet law. The law says that gifts grow when offered and wither when hoarded. The law says that power is clean when it protects life and becomes ice when it performs itself. The law says that intimacy with truth opens intuition, and that intuition without ethics erodes trust. The starseed homecoming is not escape from Earth. The starseed homecoming is love for Earth with cosmic memory intact. Section 2. Scientific and Psychological Foundations. Transpersonal psychology frames identity as nested levels. Ego functions like a dashboard. Essence functions like the engine and the horizon. In expanded awareness, the default mode network softens its hold and sensory precision increases. Meaning-making widens, compassion rises, self-referential loops quiet. Mission clarity often follows states of coherence, where the heart, breath, and prefrontal guidance synchronize. Humanistic psychology emphasizes authenticity, values alignment, and unconditional positive regard. Self-determination theory describes the nutrients of motivation as autonomy, mastery, and relatedness. A homecoming path nourishes these three. Autonomy grows when boundaries are clean. Mastery grows with deliberate practice organized around values. Relatedness grows when presence meets presence without instrumental agendas. The result is a life that feels internally authored rather than externally auditioned. Cognitive and affective neuroscience offers mechanisms for ritual and language. Repeated attention sculpts the cortical maps through neuroplasticity. Coherence breathing increases vagal tone, raising heart rate variability and improving emotional regulation. Future pacing in mental imagery recruits the brain's predictive coding systems, making desired behaviors feel familiar and therefore safer to enact. Somatic orientation deactivates threat loops by signaling to the midbrain that the environment is readable and non-hostile. The organism learns to prefer presence over performance. Symbolic examples. Clarify the terrain. A person who says yes to every request often carries a mission wound that confuses visibility with value. A creative who starts 20 projects and finishes none often carries a fragmentation pattern where novelty replaces intimacy. A healer who underprices chronically often carries an inherited loyalty to scarcity disguised as humility. When the tone of purpose stabilizes, these patterns transform into artistry, focus, and fair exchange. Section 3. Biodecoding of mission signals. The body as a luminous ledger. The body registers the algebra of truth and adjusts posture, rhythm, and chemistry according to integrity. Symptoms are not punishment. Symptoms are highlighted footnotes that request edits to the contract. Migraine or heavy crown pressure. Possible theme of over intake of others' fields, unfiltered channel, or mission overdrive without grounding. Liberation route. Grounding walks, souls to earth. 3 daily check ins to name what belongs to you and what does not. Micro doses of sensory quiet. Phrase. I filter with love and I embody at a pace that honors my nervous system. Throat tightness, frequent hoarseness. Theme of message suppression or performance voice overriding truth voice. Liberation route. Low and slow speech. 3 clear requests per week. Vowel toning morning and night, singing as hygiene. Phrase. My voice is a bridge of clarity and consent. Chest pressure, erratic breath. Theme of grief mixed with urgency, savior reflex, or intimacy avoidance. Liberation route. Coherence breath 5 by 5, prayer that names limits, grief practice that includes sound and movement. Phrase. I let love move through without carrying what is not mine. Solar plexus knots, reflux. Theme of self-cancellation and chronic second-guessing around decisions. Liberation route. Decision hygiene, at set hours, small daily choices that reaffirm agency, post-meal walks. Phrase. I decide in time with kindness and firmness. Low back fatigue. Theme of taking on the economic or emotional load of others as identity. Liberation route. Role clarification, resource mapping, explicit asks for support, prosperity boundaries on paper. Phrase. I carry my share and invite fair exchange. Pelvic heaviness, creative stagnation. Theme of delayed birth of projects or intimacy, fear disguised as busyness. Liberation route. Creative sprints with playful deadlines, embodiment practices, honest desire lists. Phrase. I allow creation to pass through me with joy. Knee pain or rigidity. Theme of humility versus humiliation confusion. Difficulty bowing without collapsing. Liberation route. Bow practice before work, gratitude naming of mentors, self-respect phrases that do not shrink. Phrase. I bend with honor, and I stand with dignity. Insomnia. Theme of unclosed loops, mission ruminations, hyper-responsibility. Liberation route. Evening closure rituals, written lists that export mind content, digital sunset, warm light, body scanning. Phrase. I close the day and let the night carry me. Biodecoding invites reverent curiosity. The body prefers honesty over heroics. The body forgives quickly when included. The path becomes partnership rather than management. Section 4. Quantum NLP Toolkit for Mission Embodiment. This toolkit fuses classical NLP, somatic consent, and field awareness, so change is gentle, fast, and ethical. 4.1 Identity Alignment Ladder. 1. Write 3 lines who I am, what I do, why it matters. 2. Speak them aloud in a low and steady tone while standing tall. 3. Notice microtensions. 4. Adjust the lines until the body exhales. 5. Record the final version and listen daily upon waking. 6. Update monthly as purpose refines through practice. 4.2 Values Elicitation and Scheduling. 1. List 5 core values that truly animate you. 2. For each value, write 1 behavior that proves it this week. 3rd, place the behaviors on the calendar first. 4. Treat this as law. 5. Decline engagements that threaten these placements unless life or love is at stake. Values that live in the calendar become gravity. Gravity protects focus and prosperity. 4.3 Mission Anchor Installation. 1. Recall a moment where your contribution felt precise and kind. 2. Amplify sensory data, color, temperature, auditory texture, posture, facial tone. 3. At the apex of coherence, press thumb and middle finger together. 4. Whisper I carry frequency with care. 5th release. Walk, repress. 6. Repeat across contexts until the state arrives on demand. 4.4 Submodalities for clarity. 1. Visualize your next offering, conversation, or performance. 2. Raise brightness slightly. Increase image stability. Slow the inner movie to 80% speed. 3. Bring it one step closer and place it at chest height. 4. Notice the nervous system settle as clarity rises. 5. Write the first 3 actions that would make this image true in the world. 4.5 Boundary Language Protocol. Replace vague maybe with calibrated yes or no plus one option. Replace apology as habit with gratitude as bridge. Replace I do not know what I am worth with here is the scope, here is the price, here is the rhythm. Language becomes scaffolding for the spine. 4.6 Future Pacing with Ethical Power. 1. Imagine tomorrow at a specific hour. 2. See yourself enact one boundary, one generosity, and one prosperity action. 3. Feel the floor under both feet and the warmth behind the sternum. 4. Stamp the scene with the mission anchor. 5. Open eyes and place the actions on the calendar right now. 4.7 Repair without collapse. 1. Name impact, name intent, name new agreement. 2. Offer one concrete step you will take. 3. Request one step from the other person, if appropriate. 4. Close with gratitude, not performance. Repair strengthens the container that holds your gift. Section 5. Spiritual Perspective and Christ Consciousness. Christ consciousness moves as unconditional presence that neither flatters nor humiliates. The current dignifies truth, claims power, and melts cynicism. Unity honors difference without erasing it. From this current, service becomes simple. Bring warmth, bring boundaries, bring skill, bring prayer. Let the work be bread and the bread be shared. The wisdom of luminous emptiness in Buddhist thought describes a fertile openness where forms arise and pass without stickiness. This ground liberates creativity from grasping. Psychomagic gives the psyche a language it trusts, where symbol and act seal inner decisions into outer reality. Lineages of light speak through the heart as a tuning fork. Arcturian and Pleiadian memory arrives as an ethical aesthetic, clean lines, sincere eyes, technology of compassion, devotion to truth. The synthesis is not about exotic identity. The synthesis is about exquisite responsibility. When the field feels safe in your presence, souls breathe better. When souls breathe better, the world remembers itself. Section 6. Integrative Ritual, the Compass and the Flame. Set aside 33 minutes. Prepare a white candle, a bowl of water with a pinch of salt, a small mirror, a pen, and a coin or stone. 1. Consecrate. Light the candle. Place water to the left, flame to the right. Exhale through the mouth 3 times. Decree I sanctify this moment and this body as a lighthouse for benevolent order. 2. Witness. Hold the mirror at heart level. Gaze softly into your own eyes. Feel the room become a quiet temple. Decree I witness origin and mission, remembering each other in me. 3. Name. Write 3 lines on paper, 1 gift, 1 boundary, 1 community you serve. Keep each line simple and measurable. Decree I name my gift, I protect my gift, I share my gift. 4. Crown. Touch the coin or stone to the crown of the head and then to the heart. Decree I accept rightful responsibility for my energy and my influence. 5. Contract. Choose 1 price, 1 schedule rhythm, and 1 collaboration rule. Write them clearly. Decree. My exchange is fair, my time is rhythmic, my alliances are clean. 6. Seal. Place the paper under the coin for 7 nights. Dip 2 fingers into the salted water and touch throat, heart, and solar plexus. Decree. My voice is clear, my love is warm, my will is steady. 7. Release. Extinguish the candle with gratitude. In the morning, pour the water onto earth or a plant. Keep the paper under the coin and review it each dawn for a week. Repetition thickens the myelin of purpose. Rhythm turns insight into baseline. Applied mechanics of prosperity and reach. Offer architecture. Define transformation, time frame, tools, and touch. Communicate clearly how people will feel and what they will be able to do. Tiering for access. Anchor a standard tier that honors your labor. Add a grace tier for those in transition and a gratitude tier for supporters. Rhythm of generosity. One high-quality free gift weekly paired with one invitation to go deeper. Consistency builds trust. Closure ritual. End each project with thank you, 3 learnings, and a clear next step or clean farewell. Clean endings prevent energy death. Metrics as kindness. Track what nourishes and what drains. Keep the nourishing column sacred in your calendar. Let data defend your boundaries. Ethics of remembered power. Power protects life, or it is not power. Boundaries are sacraments. Consent is holy. Exchange is prayer with numbers. Repair is strength in action. Laughter is medicine that softens the edges without dissolving the truth. Humility is accuracy, not smallness. Pride is clarity without contempt. The starseed returns not to be seen as special, but to make it safer for others to be real. Affirmations and decrees. I remember without superiority and serve without depletion. I let origin inform action and let action honor origin. I choose presence over performance and coherence over speed. I earn, keep, and circulate money with reverence and joy. My yes builds worlds, and my no preserves temples. I guard my attention as sacred land. I create steadily and I finish gently. I bless the lineages that breathe through me and protect those who meet me. Speak each line slowly. Feel the floor of your being thicken and warm. Mythic visualization. The whole of many suns. Close your eyes. A long hole opens inside your chest. Pillars gleam with subtle constellations. Along the walls, many suns float, each representing a facet of your mission. One sun for teaching, one for healing, one for making, one for organizing, one for loving, one for resting. Walk the hole with bare feet. Place your palm on each sun and feel its warmth enter your hand, your arm, your heart. In the center of the hole stands a quiet altar. Above it hovers a braided cord of light, silver and gold. This is the thread that never broke. Lift it gently and place it around your neck. The hole brightens. The floor hums. The suns align like a choir. You walk out carrying the song. Daily micro practices. Sanctuary hour. One device-free hour each day devoted to making or listening. Gate check. Before saying yes, ask your body to show a full breath. If breath does not arrive, choose no or negotiate scope. Completion pulse. Finish one small task completely every morning before serving others. Field hygiene. After sessions or social intensity, sweep hands from crown to feet 3 times and whisper return to sender with love. Grace ledger. Record 3 receipts of grace each night. The nervous system learns the world as ally. Coda, tone of the returning sun. Air tastes brighter when origin and mission remember each other. Rooms feel wider, strangers soften. Opportunities match your shape instead of demanding acrobatics. Money recognizes stewardship and approaches with respect. Love locates you easily because you are not hiding behind performance. Time cooperates. The body trusts you again. The song becomes audible to others, and collaboration arrives at the speed of sincerity. Home is here because you are here, fully. Master phrase. I remember cleanly. I serve steadily. I prosper ethically. I shine with gentle strength. Quantum challenge for the next 24 hours. Enact one boundary that protects your creation window. Offer one concrete gesture of generosity that does not deplete you, and advance one prosperity action by scheduling it and completing the first step today. Activation code. Or, Sha, El, Kai, Lam. Repeat 9 times while pressing the mission anchor. Feel the spine lengthen, the chest grow warm, and the gaze turn clear without hardness. Con amor, Andreu.